Now, I need to get these rods up and running. And then after that, heat sinks. So I think the second item there requires either the second item or the last item requires heat sinks. So I'm sure that you guys have, but I will ask because it's a talking point. Have you guys heard about Overwatch 2?
Overwatch what?
Yeah. Over who?
The news for Overwatch 2. How
More like anti-news, isn't it? Really. Kind
I
of?
mean, they sold the game. They sold the game on having a big PvE like campaign, and now it's completely canceled.
Well, not entirely canceled. The idea of it having like a solo campaign is canceled. It's just going to be little missions, kind of like
It's going to be what
the
they've done
you
before.
remember the events?
Yes, it's going to be the exact same trickling out bullshit that they've done before. In other words, it's just going to be the same as Overwatch 1, except that's not what they sold the game on. They marketed it so heavily that it was going to have this big PvE mode that was like basically the entire point of the game, of making an Overwatch 2. And then not only did they come out with without it and said it'll come later, now they have completely canceled that big campaign mode, and they're just going to do the same bullshit nothing matters crap that they did with Overwatch 1. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's great.
It's almost as if though they did all of this news for Overwatch because they were trying to hide scandals or something.
Basically, they just, as it turns out, the only reason they made Overwatch 2 is because they wanted to monetize it even more than they could do in Overwatch 1. How many screws am I making? Not that many. Alright, well. I don't know if that's
I don't know. Like, the writing was kind of on the wall for Overwatch 1 anyway.
What do you mean?
Like, the esports weren't popular. So they just started, like, cancelling it all. And
I mean, that's the same thing they did.
Away from it.
That's the same thing they did with HOTS. But then again, I mean, the esports could have been more popular if they also didn't try to, you know, ban people for you know, speaking out against certain countries' totalitarian practices. Saying, you know, I feel like they maybe shot themselves in the foot on that one.
Well, they kept shooting their foot. And then put that bloody foot nub in their mouth.
Extend this. Alright, I need to get stators over here somehow. I can just kind of thread it through there. So I'm not getting that much quick wire, but it's fine. We're getting more than we did. I don't know. It's just I don't even play anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But it's still kind of annoying to hear about.
I think I played more than you did.
Likely. I played an okay amount, but I didn't play that much.
For that first year, I played a lot of it. Then I realized that's it. This is the game.
Things. Oh, okay. Those are easy. Okay. Might actually just do that here too. All right, maybe not. Anyway, let's do this. And then something like this. It's like very slightly out. Perfecto. All right, staters. Staters. Straters. I might actually have to pull it out on the bottom. Ugh. Ugh.
What's staters, precious?
What staters, precious?
You smelt them, coil them, stick them in an engine. Oh, I remember seeing an article across my one of my feeds. Apparently,
Yeah.
Amazon wants to try and make another Lord of the Rings MMO again.
I thought they've been like working on that for a while.
No, the original deal with whoever they were setting up to do it fell through, so they just canceled it. But now they're going to try again.
Of course
It was a matter of I think creative differences between the whoever they were having make the game and and then one want it done one way and one want it done another way, and they couldn't come to an agreement, so the deal was canceled. And now they're trying again. I'm assuming with a different team.
Let's just do one of these. Perfect. I wonder what it's going to be. I wonder if it's going to be like New World, Middle Earth.
Well, I've actually played New World. I played a bit of it. It's a solid base game.
You're a solid base game.
I'm not.
That's not what all the focus groups said.
You're a solid focus group.
Well, they did describe themselves as hard after playing Lost Jump, so.
When you hard, you hard.
Alright. This isn't the best, but it's going to have to do. Still aren't really getting that much quick wire. I might have to get a different. I mean, I could just upgrade that quick wire even more. The quick wire stuff that we have even more. It is possible to do. We can. There's plenty of room to upgrade that. For now, we'll just leave it like this. What else do we need? We need these. Christ Almighty. All right. What about these? Here we go. In a blender. Jesus Christ. All right. To-do list. Can I not? Your list. Alright, heat sinks. They are pretty easy. It doesn't help. Heat. Sink. Let's get rid of this for now. Aluminum sheet and copper sheets. Copper sheets we're getting from over here. I might use a drone for this. I may, in fact, use a drone.
Ooh, la-di-da.
Sheets are coming up here. They're going over here. What if I put a drone, like, right here? It's kind of an awkward place for it, but you know what? It ain't that bad. Drone port. I'm not missing stuff. Just want to see how big this is. High-speed connectors. Oh god, okay, I need those. High-speed connectors are easy enough. As soon as I remember where they are. Over here. Oh god. Alright, and then I need these sheets, which I have plenty of, I think. Oh no. Can't go this way anymore. Space elevator's too close. Well, Shook, you've been playing a lot more of that, Division?
Yeah, I have been. I don't know how recently, but it had an expansion come out. You go back to New York.
I see. Is it just the same map, or...?
Not all of it. It's a portion. It's also not during the winter.
I see. Division is a supposedly Tom Clancy game too, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's the Tom Clancy brand, yeah.
Yeah. So weird thinking that, like, a weird, like, virus outbreak thing is a Tom Clancy, you know, thing.
Sort of.
Tom Clancy brand. What about, where's all the Clancy Brown brands? Doesn't he have his own brand?
That's Detroit Becoming Human.
There's only room for one Clancy.
I mean, Clancy Brown is pretty big. I don't know, is he actually big? He seems like he's a big man. I'm pretty sure he's a big man. Like, you know, tall.
Your face is big.
He seemed like he was pretty big in Highlander. I think he's still the best Lex Luthor, though. Clancy Brown. My favorite. He my favorite. Oh yeah, I need to actually make this. Trying to think of another. I have more talking points. I'm trying to get discussions going. So we actually
I thought you were trying to think of more Tom Clancy games.
I am. You know what? I am. Rainbow Six Vegas.
Wait, how can Jesse Eisenberg be your favorite Lex Luthor?
I didn't say Jesse Eisenberg. It said Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown is my favorite Lex Luthor.
How can Jesse Eisenberg not be your favorite Lex Luthor?
Very easily, it turns out. He can very easily not be my favorite Lex Luthor.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
Martha.
What?
Martha.
Why did you say that name? Can you imagine if that was the tone? Why are you saying the name? I don't get it. Why?
You have a girlfriend named Martha or something?
Why are you calling your
my mom's name?
Why are you calling your mom by her first name? Weirdo. There we go. We're just gonna do that. And then we're going in here. Let's maybe do it over here. All right. And then I'm gonna need another one over here. Oh my god, it costs so many high-speed connectors for these drone ports. But you know what? It's easy. It's easy peasy. Where are these high-speed cars going? Over here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no. There we go. Does anybody else have a favorite Lex Luthor that they'd like to talk about?
Gene Hackman?
You like Gene Hackman as your favorite?
It's just something about it.
Yeah. He's definitely the he's kind of like the goofier Lex Luthor, isn't he?
Well, the Christopher Reeves Superman era is kind of like goofy.
Yeah, it is. It was because it was based on what, like Golden Age kind of Superman can do anything kind of era.
Do you know why Superman can fly?
I mean, he used to just jump and not fly.
No, he didn't. He didn't fly at all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He could
He was
leap.
just like a really super guy.
That's what it was called. It was he could leap higher than a building
In a single bound.
in a single bound. But he couldn't fly.
The decision was made by animators because flying is easy to animate than jumping.
Or did it come from the old Fleischman cartoons?
Yeah.
I know that Kryptonite came from the radio show. He didn't originally have a weakness to Kryptonite, or Kryptonite didn't exist at all.
He didn't exactly have like an origin, so to speak. He was just kind of like a guy.
But they made it up for the radio show, for the old radio show from the 30s or 40s or whatever. I mean, Batman used guns in his first appearance, and he killed the Joker.
Yes.
So, things change, I guess.
I watched that Batman animated movie where it's... I've forgotten what it's called though.
Which one?
Well, it's
What's it
very
about?
recent, it's 2023.
Is it the Lovecraft
Magic and
one?
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it
It's really weird.
the Doom that came to Gotham or something like that?
Yeah. That was pretty strange. Not in a bad way though.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird to have Batman dealing with some of that stuff. But then again, I mean, I don't know. It's always weird when Batman has to deal with
The supernatural.
yeah. Even though he does, and it's interesting when he does. He has like supernatural, friends. He has friends who deal in the supernatural. God. Let me just like Zatanna, his old girlfriend.
She's not his girlfriend, is she?
Yeah, she's been his girlfriend before. He learned, I think I don't know about like the other comic book versions, but I know in the animated series, he learned a lot of his like escapism and sleight of hand from Zatara, her father. And that's when he when he was younger, when he was like a teenager or whatever, and that's when he met Zatanna, because obviously she was there as well. And they had a thing going on for a while, as I recall.
Are you trying to tell me that Bats is a man slut?
I mean, he's a little bit, isn't he? Zatanna, Vicky Vale, Wonder Woman at one point. In Bruce Timm's horrible universe, he got it on with Batgirl as well. There's Catwoman. I don't recognize the Batgirl Batman pairing. I think it's a terrible pairing and should never be done ever. Let's see. So this needs to go.
Sorry, I missed your call, Commissioner Gordon. I was banging your daughter.
Is banging your daughter, who also is like a lot younger than I am.
But
Well, if
she's
they got Leo to play him.
Then it would be more appropriate. I don't know. Right, he sinks. Copper sheets, which I'm grabbing here. So actually, I think that I can just it's here. Let's put this right here. We'll attempt to do 2 of them. That's not right. Alright. So we've got...
Got signal booty call.
I mean, that's what it is, right?
Is it?
When Batgirl uses it, yeah.
What about when Oracle uses it?
I don't even know who that is.
It's Batgirl after she got shot in the spine. Can't walk anymore.
Directly in the spine.
We need more R-rated superhero movies anyway. I get tired of like kitty gloves. I think
It has
about
to
when
be...
Superman punches someone, like he could just like completely obliterate them.
Yeah, but I don't want like an R-rated Superman movie. Do something else, honestly.
Well, it won't be Henry Cavill anymore.
I think they can do R-rated, but the superhero still has to be a hero instead of an asshole.
Yeah, a lot of the times
Like,
the R-rated ones,
villains.
they make the superhero like a hyper violent like asshole to justify the R rating, when really it should just be the villain being an asshole.
Yeah, it allows for more contrast between the hero and the villain, which is a good thing,
Yeah.
in my opinion. But if they do it wrong, then it sucks. There's no point to having superheroes if they're not heroes.
I keep seeing a lot of mention of Homelander. I've not seen The Boys.
I have not seen The Boys either. Well, isn't Homelander basically a Nazi?
He's
No,
basically
definitely not.
No.
he's like extreme patriotism.
Yeah.
Like he's really not. I think the only racist that was on the show like disgusted him because he's so patriotic. It's really weird.
Disgusted him enough to.
Kill her. Or like burn her or something.
Did we watch the same show? He had sex with her.
Wait, I don't remember.
Liner, got it.
It was weird that they had her in the show because they were unwilling to show her being like as racist as she should have been.
Hmm.
Like she wasn't racist
it's
enough
pretty
to utter a
racist.
slur. I know why they wouldn't let her utter a slur, but she was so racist that she absolutely would have, so it was like weird.
I think the killing people, like specifically because of their skin color, was all they really had to show, to be honest.
It was still weird that I don't know. I didn't want her to say it, but if you introduce a character like that and she's like tiptoeing around the word, it's just throws me off. It's weird.
No, I definitely understand that one, to be honest.
I know they couldn't do it. I like that actress though.
Yeah,
Who
she
is
wasn't bad.
the actress in that?
I don't remember her name. Forgot off the top of my head. She was also in a show called You're the Worst. May as well look her up.
All right, and then I need. What else do I need for this?
I think it honestly would have been less weird if they had
Right, sheets.
had her say a bleeped word. For me.
Yeah.
Cash.
Cash.
Yeah. Hiya, Cash.
Johnny Cash.
No.
Johnny Cage.
Colder.
I haven't seen any of that show at all. but like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to.
I think it's worth watching one season. The second season wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good, in my opinion. And I didn't watch any more of them.
Oh, okay. It was Homelander's son that burnt her, and then she killed herself when Homelander refused to make her army of
Spoilers.
Nazis.
Oh man, I was gonna watch that.
Was that in like the third season and for that stuff?
Yeah.
Just gonna.
Kind of
Yes.
goofy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Alright, well, heat sinks are being made now. Like, I haven't even watched, was it Invincible? Either.
I haven't either.
So, I haven't actually seen anything about the new Mortal Kombat, but apparently people keep saying that Homelander, Omni-Man, and Peacemaker
Yeah. From
are all going to be in
Suicide
the new
Squad,
Mortal Kombat.
which
Yeah.
I also haven't seen. The Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad.
Didn't he have his own show as well?
He does as well, yeah, I think. Which I also
I
haven't
heard
seen.
Peacemaker's actually pretty good. Our boy John Cena is
Yeah, I was gonna
seen.
say, isn't he John Cena? I'm
John
surprised
Cena.
how they can do a show if nobody can see the lead character.
I know, they somehow managed it. See, that's why he's wearing a bright costume, so you see that. Obviously, he's got to be there, right? It's like covering the Invisible Man in paint.
Guess I'll put a blender over here. Oh god, I don't have enough things. I need... Radio control unit for a friggin' blender? Are you serious?
Yeah, so you can blend from distance. I mean, obviously.
Have you seen the Suicide Squad? Is it a good movie? People say it's good, but I don't know.
I really
no, I
didn't
haven't
like
seen
it. I didn't like. There's two of them, isn't it?
I mean, specifically, I mean the second one, because... No, the first one was bad, but people say
Like
the
a
second one
reboot.
was good. Yeah.
I didn't like it. It's kind of silly.
It's kind of meant to be silly. Heavy frames. I think it's heavy frames, right? Yeah.
I just think when you have like a squad movie, like there's a good way of doing it and a bad way of doing it. And it just felt like there was too much going on for me, at least.
I don't like when they try to do squad ensemble movies without having established characters first.
I mean, that's pretty much DC's MO at this point, right? They try to catch up to Marvel without actually doing any of the groundwork first.
Yeah. With the way Marvel's going, though, if they quit sucking, they have an opportunity to overtake them. Of course, they're not going to quit sucking, so.
I mean,
It's a moot
everything
point.
kind of comes and goes, right? Like superheroes have been real hot for a while, and it's gonna wane again, and they're gonna be like nobody's gonna make superhero movies for a while, and then in another 20 years there'll be another boon. Like this isn't even the first time the superhero movies have done huge, have been huge. I mean, friggin' Superman in the 80s. This is a 1979 movie, as I recall. They made 4 of those, and then there were a whole bunch of other attempts at making superhero movies that all kind of sucked.
I think that phenomena does exist, but I don't think Marvel is declining just due to that.
I think your face might also be declining.
Rude. It is getting older, though.
You and me both.
Need to get on that Brian Johnson protocol.
What's that?
The guy that's trying to reverse aging.
Rubber as well. Alright, where am I getting rubber from?
Where are there 2 problems? Smelly train and train.
There's problems? What's going on? Smelly train. Smelly train, what's your major malfunction, Smelly train? Let's see what's going on. Well, like the one edge case where the trains are gonna run into problems that I wasn't able to account for. Because I mean, our trains have been going perfectly fine for the last like 5 hours of gameplay. Ouch. What's your beef?
It's what's for dinner.
Why is it stopped here if it's trying to get over there? Oh, that's why. Alright, I know why. Alright, hold on. I need... There. Fixed. I need one like right here too. There. Fixed. Totally fixed. Okay. Oh yeah, rubber. I was gonna look at rubber. Where can I get rubber?
Rubber.
I might just end up... Because I already have some coming in here. So I may just end up pulling from this. All right. Autosave, why? Go away, autosave. Leave me. Leave me, autosave. Let's go like... That's my... Alright, I want this to... I do kind of want it to go up, don't I? Let's do this. Actually, no. That looks terrible. Let's do... Yeah, that works. Except we're going to... Don't mind me, I'm just making more spaghetti.
We like spaghetti.
I had spaghetti for dinner today. It was delicious. Still looks bad. You know what? It's fine. Why?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Why? Yeah. I want this. This looks terrible, but whatever. And then I need the heat sinks. Okay. Alright, I need water and gas. Where's my gas coming from? Here's some gas. I can do that. And then water. So I guess I can just theoretically I can grab it from that, but like I don't know if this actually has enough. This has 3 over there? 3. I don't remember how many waters this makes. $120, so $360. How much water am I using?